All right, we can do it this way. All right.
Sorry about that.
Did they score? They scored. They scored. Did they score?
Yeah.
All right. I think we can do it this way. We'll see if we can do it. All right. We're going to try and do it this way, everybody at home. For some reason, our audio's not working. We're going to do it through the computer if we can. This is the first round of the IHSA playoffs. Willowbrook just took the opening kickoff 80 yards. Scored the 2-point conversion, so Willowbrook 8. Whitney Young nothing with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. Dolphins had a couple chances to stop Willowbrook there. They had big 3rd down and 5 and then a 4th down and 1, unable to stop Willowbrook. All right.
Tony, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, Barry. A little crazy. Lesson is never update your software. All right. Everybody at home can hear us, Barry. We're just going to talk through the computer tonight. We'll figure it out as we go along.
Are you fine if I sit in your lap?
Yeah, man. Here, have a seat.
We're getting comfortable here. It has been crazy.
The weather here, if you're not in Chicago, and I apologize to everybody on the East Coast, but the weather here is horrible. Here comes the kickoff. The short kickoff. Dolphins are slipping and sliding. And the Warriors recovered the onside kick. It looked like Quinn Duhan was down there, was unable to pick it up. So the Warriors are going to get the ball back. You can see from the video that the field's kind of muddy.
That's an understatement, Tony. That's an understatement. But I will say, Willowbrook does that by design even throughout the year. They pop up short kicks to up guys and then make the opposing team try to handle it.
So we'll try and start to get some names and numbers for you here.
Willowbrook literally has gone to a full house backfield with 2 offensive linemen in the backfield along with their running back and quarterback.
So that is a 34-yard touchdown run by the quarterback. Number 2, AJ Palicki. He's a 6'3" sophomore. So with 6:28 left on the clock, the Dolphins have yet to touch the ball, and it is 14-0 Willowbrook. So whatever introduction I had written tonight, Barry, just kind of blew away with the wind.
Yeah, I think it's a rip up the script on all this stuff right now. I think that's what's got to happen on the Whitney Young sideline as well. And I think that's what Coach Malik is telling everybody right now. Doesn't matter that it's raining out. Willowbrook's playing in the same thing we're playing in right now.
So a handoff to another 2-point conversion. So with 6:28 left in the first quarter. The Dolphins are down 16-0 and have yet to touch the football. Not the start that you were hoping for. Not the start we were hoping for either, Barry.
No, I mean, best laid plans. On one hand, we're underneath a tailgate tent.
Yeah, except the wind's the water's coming sideways.
Exactly. I'm hanging on for dear life. First to the tent and then just for myself.
So here come the Warriors again.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do this stuff all over.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna kick that thing anything beyond the.
Well, especially so right now, the Warriors are going south to north, and the wind's coming out of the north, and it's blowing about 20 miles an hour. So their kicker's number 32, Adrian Guerrero. He's a 5'9", 178-pound junior.
And he's a weapon.
So here he goes. He's going to kick it the other way this time. Squibs again. Squibs it a little harder. Dolphins pick it up on that. Oh, I think that's Julian Ramirez on that side. He just lit somebody up. So here come the Dolphins to take the field. So last week against Brooksbury, Frank Skotanis ran 15 times for 87 yards and the 4-yard game-winning touchdown.
I think we're going to see a lot of Frank Skotanis and a lot of Pat McHale on the ground.
There's basically no chance to throw the ball right now. I mean, if McHale wanted to throw the ball, he could probably throw it in the end zone with this wind. So McHale under center, not even the shotgun. Skotanis, single setback. McHale slips in the center of the field. Skotanis keeps pushing. He's going to pick up about 3 yards out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I think the philosophy of the Dolphins right now is still to spread things out so they can't just stack the box.
And the problem here, though, is as you saw that as McHale turned to make the handoff, the middle of the field, especially on this north side between the 20 and the 40, is just a sloppy mess even before the game started. So the rest of the field's going to get like that. There's a game here tomorrow morning, Barry. It's not going to be pretty. So McHale back under center. Not sure you can do the shotgun snap tonight.
Willowbrook with a 3-man
sends Dale in motion. Comes back to the right. Ball's on the ground. Looks like McHale fell on it. So to me, third down.
Guys literally falling over the top of each other trying to get up off the ground. So Willowbrook, definitely a strong defensive team.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many towels the Dolphins brought tonight and how many footballs.
Dalton's going to have his hands full over there tonight. So you got third and long.
Numbers for Willowbrook are going to get real hard real fast. They might just have to go home and throw out those white jerseys, Barry, and get some new white ones if they go on the road next week.
That's still an if. It's early.
So McHale under center, Skotanis a single set. Somebody down here on the bottom's offsides. I mean, you can't be touching helmets. McHale drops straight back, looks right, pulls it down, escapes one tackler, doesn't escape the second one. They're going to drop him for a 3-yard loss back, 2-yard loss, bringing up 4th and 9.
Yeah, and the adventure continues here with a punt. Got to get Nando to get footing to even get this thing away. It's going to be tough.
The snap's going to be hard just to start. So Skotanis is going to snap. Lozano standing at his 26-yard line. If he can get any kind of footing for this punt, the Warriors don't believe it. They're only standing at the 50-yard line, which would make it a 12-yard punt. Good snap by Skotanis. Good kick by Lozano. That ball's going to take a Whitney Young Dolphin bounce and go down to the 22-yard line. So there's 3:37 left in the first quarter. A crazy first quarter as we get started. Barry, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing okay. You know, in the opening, you were asking about what I thought about the rain, and I had a thought back to one of our earlier conversations.
To Noah
this year.
and the ark?
Exactly. About how cables, how extension cords just wrap themselves up. It's called spontaneous knotting of an agitated string.
There you go. That might be an adjective.
I thought, well, is what we have here the spontaneous precipitation of a Dolphins football game? Things that shouldn't be a correlation, but somehow we get on the schedule and the rain comes down.
Right, so 7 straight weeks for the Dolphins in the rain. Little confusion for Willowbrook right now. It doesn't look like Palicki's in the backfield. They're running a wildcat right now. It's hard to see the numbers. Snap. So Palicki gets to the outside again. So we didn't get a chance to talk about it, Barry, but what Willowbrook does really well on offense is they pull at least one, if not two, of their linemen on every running play. Usually led by big number 72, Luca Paredes. He's a 6'6", 265-pound senior right tackle. He's got a Dayton offer right now.
Yeah.
So the handoff that time.
Nice.
There's Alex Dale with a big stop on second down.
Alex Dale and Sam Wyatt there. This is how do you answer? How do you answer this punch?
Well,
you gotta do it right now as a Dolphins defense.
So it's 3rd and 2. So that's.
I will say Willowbrook never gives up. Like, their legs never stop running. Any of these running backs, and so we already saw that on that first drive where it looks like we got somebody down and they're just going to keep churning.
So Palicki in the backfield waiting for the snap. He's going to go right again. There's a penalty flag on the play, so that's going to come back. But you can see Barry, he's running right. He had the tight end on that side plus 2 more linemen going with him on that side. Illegal procedure. I think whoever the left end one was moved a little bit early. So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 7.
.222 left here in the first quarter.
But you can see right now the right tackle we mentioned was Kushmir's, and they'll pull the guard again. They'll pull the left guard and probably the right guard, and get out there in front of Palicki on the right hand side.
Yeah, I think Coach Hildreth busting out a new chapter in his playbook for tonight.
So you can see it again. They're going to run right. Palicki makes one man miss. He gets further outside. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down, but that was Clayton over there on the hit. But Palicki just kept stretching that out until he could turn the corner. And he's going to get a first down out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, this Willowbrook team, I mean, Whitney Young was the better seed coming in, but Willowbrook has a reputation within their conference.
So, I mean, look how heavy this is going to the right. The Dolphins don't shift. Palicki's going to go right again. He hands off this time. There's McHale. So that looked like number 4, like number 4, Jalen White. He's a senior, 5'7", 176.
Yeah, but they had over 100 yards in their game against York 2 weeks ago.
But yeah, when they overload on that side, Barry, there's 6 guys or 7 guys.
It's just the numbers on it. Dolphins.
So you can see it. There's really no wide receiver. There's no wide receivers. 4 people in the backfield. Now here they go. They shift. There you go. The Willowbrook ran up the middle that time. Frank Soutan is flipped from the right side to the left side on the defensive front. But this is what we talked about during the week, is we haven't seen a team that can pull their linemen like this, and there's no way to practice it. I mean, you just don't have time. It's a 4-day practice week. You didn't know who you were playing until Saturday night. Yeah. And when they put that looks like number 54 in the backfield. Yeah, we'll get to him in a second.
He's one of their starting linemen.
So Palicki to the right again. Clayton chasing from behind. So Clayton pulls him down from behind. But in the backfield right now, just as a lead blocker, is number 54, IHSA Yates. He's a 5'10", 254-pound senior.
Yep.
So you got a 254-pound lead blocker.
With all their line, plus 2 linemen in the backfield, and it's just Smith and Palicki working back and forth between the 2 of them back there.
So 30 seconds left in that quarter. There's a flag. Looks like Willowbrook jumped. The head linesman threw his flag towards Willowbrook. So this is going to go backwards. It's going to make it about 3rd and 9 from the Dolphins' 49-yard line. So just what we've seen from Willowbrook so far and what we saw on tape, I doubt they're going to punt this, especially with a 16-0 lead. Clock's running, Barry. We're under 10 seconds, so it looks like Willowbrook is going to go to the sideline and go to the second quarter with a 16-0 lead.
Just giving all the fans at home a little bit of a view of what we're dealing with right now. So you got rain, and the wind has definitely picked up as well. So we've got a north to south wind, and now Willowbrook may think about punting if they don't get it, because they can probably get
put it in
about a 50-yard punt.
So we just lost the huddle cam for Willowbrook. The tent that they were using to protect their equipment just broke. So that's the first one of the night.
First of many, I would imagine.
Both teams have tents on the sidelines, trying to keep. I'm not sure what they're trying to keep dry, because all the Dolphins are on the on the sideline watching the game. Yeah, so this is a really impressive Willowbrook team. We'll kind of get back to talking about them at halftime, but in 2019, they were a 7A semifinalist, only losing to Mount Carmel in the round of 4. So this is a real good team.
Yep, great program. They what do they have? 5 or 6 straight?
Five straight,
and haven't lost a game.
Yeah, 5 straight Gold West Suburban Conference championships. Undefeated in the conference since 2017. So here you go. It's 3rd and 9.5. Palicki waiting for the ball. He's going to go left. A host of Dolphins led by Amos. Malik Amos. And Frank Skotanis got through the line, so they are going to punt. So a big stop by the Dolphins. 11:45 in the second quarter. They're going to force a punt. So McHale goes back to his 30, but he's really there just to make sure it doesn't go short. He's not going to catch it. The wind's got to be blowing about 20 miles an hour, we said, with the punt. Punt's angled, bounces at the 15. It's going to settle about the 9-yard line. So the Dolphins are going to have 91 yards against the wind to get back into this football game right now. 11-11 in the second quarter. I just don't see how you can throw the ball tonight effectively. It'll have to be a short throw and crisp. Otherwise, the wind's going to grab hold of it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, they're in a spot where there's maybe a little bit of footing right now. I think it's tough. I think you got to think about, can you win any of those battles up front? And I don't know. I mean, the Dolphins are kind of sticking with their original playbook out there, whereas we had the Willowbrook Warriors just ripped theirs up and said, we're just going to load up the backfield.
So he brings Dale in motion to the inside slot. McHale in the shotgun. High snap, hands off to Skotanis. Skotanis is going to pick up 2 yards. Well, he's going to pick up no yards. Well, where are they standing? So the ball's on the... No, the ball's on the 7. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 7. That was a high snap. So the person I don't see out here for Willowbrook, Barry, is number 7, Nick Mabadis, who, when we looked at tape, seemed to be their best defensive player. But I don't see a 7, do you?
Well, that's a good question. It's hard to see numbers.
So, Mikhail gets a snap. He's going to throw.
Picked.
So I'm not sure if that Mikhail just stared down Dale. Dale fell down as the ball got there. Sorry, can't tell you who intercepted it. But it was about a 10-yard interception return for Willowbrook to make it 22-0. 10:15 left in the second quarter. Willowbrook lines up for 2 again. So the Dolphins unable to get anything going right now, Barry.
No, and that's where, again, I'm not going to second guess what we're trying to do here, but you got to win the battle up front to be able to run, and we haven't been able to do that.
Direct snap to number 1. That's Evan Stubblefield.
Held him.
They did not pick that one up, so it's going to be 22-0. 10:15 left in the second quarter. The Dolphins will get the ball back, hopefully in a little bit better field position. I don't know what to say. What do you want to say?
It is tough. I mean, you just have to think about what.
It's one. Here's the thing. It's a crazy night, right? They're going to run the ball a lot. There's a chance the ball gets on the ground.
Yeah. Well, in that first series, the ball was on the ground
a couple times,
2 or 3 times.
Right.
There was a 4th down play that they were able to pick up the first down on. So, I think right now, for the Dolphins, I hate to say it, but forget about the scoreboard.
Right.
Just try to go one play, one drive at a time. And what we've seen, they can probably kick deep now, but you're right. Hopefully some decent field position. But then I got to think.
So Guerrero's taking a little bigger run up this time. Still squibs it. Ball's on the ground. Ball's still on the ground. Did they get it again?
Yeah, they did.
So the ball is going to be, there's nothing going right now for the Dolphins. There is, let's see. They're going to put the ball down on the Dolphin. You'd be better just kicking that out of bounds if you're the Dolphins, just scooping it out of bounds. You're going to put the ball on the 28-yard line. Palicki looking to the sideline for the signals. In the backfield with Jalen White, number 4.
And 2 offensive linemen.
Right. No wide receivers. Everybody in a tight formation. They split the blockers. Palicki hands off to White. He just goes straight forward for about 6 yards. .53 left in the second quarter. 22-0 right now. Palicki gets outside to the left this time. Makes one other move. He's going to score. So 9:26 in the second quarter. Palicki's 3rd touchdown of the half. Warriors are going to go for 2 again. And this is the running attack we were worried about. So Palicki and White in the backfield. Another snap to Palicki. He dives into the end zone. It's good. So it's 30-0 Warriors. 2 recovered onside kicks. So what can the Dolphins do here, Barry? They gotta secure the ball.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I mean, I think that you just have to look at things entirely different right now. I mean, you have to, we probably don't need to put anybody as deep as they are right now. Because we just need to get on the ball, and you'd think that Willowbrook would just keep doing what they're doing right now.
Well, and it's not that we haven't had somebody on the ball. The ball's just squirted away from them. I mean, the ball down here on the sideline, I thought it was going out of bounds. Here comes Guerrero again. Kicks it a little deeper this time. Joseph Clayton picks it up. He's going to get spun down at the 35-yard line. We're just kind of guessing now.
We lost.
I think the ball's they're going to put it down on the big line at the 35. Yeah, I mean, it's not that the formations were bad. We had chances to recover both of those kicks. I mean, the ball here, we were blocked by a tent, but we thought it went out of bounds.
Yeah.
And
the one there, I thought we were all on our own.
It just squirted out. Yeah. You know, you're coached to curl around the ball like you're a young child, and we just didn't do that, and the ball squirted out. So here comes Mikhail Skotanis to his right. Dale comes in motion. You can see Dale can't even come in motion. Hand off to Skotanis. Skotanis comes left, cuts it back into the middle a little bit. Not much there. We were going to talk at the top of the show that the Dolphins are outweighed by about 40 pounds straight up, 5-on-4 on the offensive line. You know, once they start bringing in 7 offensive linemen, there's, the weight differential gets a little bit different. A little more equal on the Dolphins offense to the Warriors defense. But you can see right now that the Dolphins are just having trouble getting any kind of footing and pushing forward. So a 3-man front for the Warriors, kind of 3 linebackers. Mikhail brings it out to his left, cuts it back inside. It's almost like they're ice skating out there, Barry. I mean, you can see Mikhail just taking, super mincy steps.
They're in probably the worst spot in the field right now.
Yeah, so I don't know how they play a football game here tomorrow morning.
We'll let them worry about that.
So 3rd down and a long 4 from the Dolphins 37.
Again, just play by play, drive by drive. I think Dolphins got to be in a 4-down territory here.
I mean, it's kind of similar to play last week. You send Skotanis to the left and bring Mikhail back to the right.
Yeah, it's got to be those 2 guys.
I mean, the ball
gotta win at the line of scrimmage. I mean, it is a 3-man front. So, they've got their linebackers run blitzing, but you gotta be able to win on the offensive
Dale goes
line.
to the right. Mikhail straight back, rolls over to his right. Looking at Will. Going to be about a 3-yard pickup to Will Clark. Out to the 39. You're the Dolphins. You got to go for it right now, right? I mean, there's
absolutely.
You're not punting into the wind. So the ball's got to get
back
to
on the line.
The ball's. They're going to say the ball's got to get to the 42. They're going to try and draw them off sides. There looks like there's one helmet for the Warriors that's already off sides.
Now the plays get signaled in from the sideline.
Ball's nearer to the right hash. Mikhail changes the play. Warriors back off. Here comes a safety blitz. Handoff to Skotanis. Nowhere to go.
No.
Just nowhere to go for Skotanis. So it's going to be a turnover on downs by the Dolphins. 6 minutes and 53 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Warriors are going to take over on the Dolphin 39. So let's see. I mean, Dolphins have stopped them once. So 3 touchdowns. I don't know if everybody at home can hear it. The wind's picking up again. The wind's just coming down sideways from left to right.
So let's see what the Dolphins do on defense here. It looks like they've got
seven guys on the line of scrimmage.
I think you just got to keep doing that. I mean, that's the play right there, right? I mean, you just you throw everything else out. They're not going to do anything else right now other than just run it. And if for some reason they throw it, whatever. You know?
Yeah. So Skotanis comes to the sideline. Will Clark goes in. He's going to be on the line unless they move Sam Wyatt up. But you can just see right now, Barry, the push that the Warriors are getting. Palicki comes back in. He's in the backfield with Jalen White, number 4. Quick snap. Jalen White takes it off to his right. That's Joseph Clayton with the tackle. Came in from his inside linebacker position. Submarine Jalen White. So it's going to bring a 3rd down and 2 for the Warriors. They're quick back to the line. They get the ball in.
Some push on that D line right now. Just
well, I mean, throw
everybody in there. Do whatever you can.
So yeah, now you can see quick snap. Jalen White again. He slips a little bit. There's Tommy White, Joseph Clayton, Sam Wyatt. So big stop for the Dolphins there on 3rd down.
Big hit.
Who's at the bottom of the pile? So Clayton was at the bottom of the pile.
Clayton and I think Yolich was in on that stop as well.
Luke Yolich was there. Everybody was there. So I think it was Clayton and Wyatt first, then Tommy Basario came in to make sure they weren't going anywhere further. So 5:17 on the clock. Hey, at least this game's going fast.
Yeah.
4th and 2 from the Dolphin 30. Snap to Palicki. He's going to get outside. There's a hold, but they're not going to call it. There it is.
Yeah, the flag came
Oh, maybe they will call it. That was a late flag. But there was a hold. There was a hold by the tight end for the Warriors. So make sure that's holding for the Warriors. You could see that, Barry. They held Sam Wyatt trying to get outside. So that's going to make it about 4th and 10. Again, it's a spot foul. The referee threw his flag at the 28. So they'll take that ball almost all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, the only place there's footing right now is outside the hash marks. Yeah. All right, so they put the ball down at the 37.
Which is where they actually had Palicki on that.
So it's going to be 4th down and 8.
If you're the Dolphins, you got to think that they're going to head that way again. They're going to head to their right.
Yeah. The ball's on the right hash. So Palicki and White in the backfield. The offensive line timeout, Whitney Young, because you thought they were going to come right. The offensive set was for them to run left. Now they have big number 64, and everybody on their team's big, Barry. I don't know why I keep saying big. Riley Fedorov, he's a 5'10". No way, that's him. 5'10", 179.
No, that wasn't him.
That's not Riley Fedorov. Sorry, Riley.
Maybe next year. Get back in the weight room. Eat some more peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
But yeah, the formation that time was set up to go left, even though the ball is on the right hash. So Coach Finger called a timeout. 4:46 left in the second half.
Second quarter.
We could hope.
Wishful thinking.
We could hope. I got to tell you, I'm not sure there's a running clock in the playoffs.
So normally, running clock at 40 points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the pundits out there who follow this stuff, I mean, Willowbrook is one of those teams within 7A that a lot of people are watching.
Yeah, I mean,
given where the seedings work out too. I mean, we actually have, in our side of that bracket,
and we have we're on the easier side of the 16. So now they're set. The two offensive linemen in the backfield are set to the right. Jalen White is to the right of Palicki. There's motion again. Pass.
All right.
Ball was tipped by the Dolphins. So the Dolphins are going to take over. There was a lot of motion by the Warriors on that, Barry. I'm surprised they didn't throw another flag. But so it's 30-0, 4:42. The ball's going to be on the left hash. Let's see if the Dolphins can get something going. Just a first down.
Some other guys in the lineup.
Quinn Duhan going in.
Yep. Quinn Duhan trying to get some outside speed in. Looks like Sam Wyatt is staying in. They're
Somebody's got to count to 11.
Offensive line. I think they might be rotating offensive line. Nefasini. Padella is in.
Yeah, Nick Dale is the center tonight. So kind of numbers we're just guessing. We got to tell the Dolphins by how they move. McHale drops straight back. He looks nothing open. Oh!
He took a big hit.
Big hit.
You okay there, Dad? He's okay.
He took the hit. So no gain on that. Just nobody open for the Dolphins. McHale was looking to his left towards the Dolphin sideline. Nobody there, brought it down. Nothing open on the right, took it. And you just can't move fast enough. You can see this big dark spot is just moving closer and closer to the sidelines. There's just no footing out there. It might as well be a skating rink. Hey,
Tony, I grew up on a farm. It looks a lot like a cow pasture.
Thanks to the Whitney Young Dolphin cheerleaders for coming out tonight. We appreciate their support. McHale on the shotgun. He's going to run. This is a straight run this time to his left. Just nothing there.
Too fast.
So that's going to be no gain. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Dolphins. The clock's running. 3:26. You can tell it's bad. Number 11, the free safety, Vince Vasolo, his jersey's still clean. He hasn't had to get dirty yet.
We haven't gotten back there.
So 4 men on the line of scrimmage for the Warriors. McHale in the shotgun, brings Dale in motion again to the short side of the field. He gets a snap. Big rush. Nope, the pocket collapsed around him. There was nobody open.
Yeah, I think Alex Dale over here is complaining a bit because he was trying to do I think we were trying to double move or a wheel route.
Was he getting held?
He got held on the sideline, which, I don't, this back judge should have been able to see that, and I think that's what he's talking about on the sideline.
So Nando's going to be kicking into the wind this time. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Lozano's standing at his 20-yard line. Different long snapper, so I'm wondering if Skotanis tweaks something. Dolphins are going to have to take a timeout. They're missing a player. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Here comes Nefasimi back on the field. Whoa! He slips.
Nando,
Good
job
handle. They're not going to try and handle it. Yeah, so Frank's trying to run something off here on the sideline. So the Warriors have 2 minutes and 1 second, all their timeouts, and 9 offensive linemen on the field.
And that is it. That's been the story. I mean, literally, I think we watched all that game film
for
nothing.
Conversations
this week, and they left their playbook on the bus. They just said, "Hey, who's the biggest guy?" They weighed him as they got off the bus, and they said, "Okay, you guys are on the line, Pilecki and."
So they got two running backs with Pilecki. Hand off to White. He tries to bring it out to the right side. There's McHale in on the tackle for a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, they're winning at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
they were bigger to start with. They're playing to that advantage. I mean, the Dolphins are stacking more guys on the line now, and I think you just have to keep
off the handoff to White again. White's going to pick up a first down all the way down to the Dolphin 41-yard line. They're going to stop the clock on the first down. There's 1:32 left. They'll wind it as soon as they set the sticks. But the Dolphins just no answer right now for what's going on. Will Clark still got a clean jersey. Not sure about that.
Clark?
Or Will Clark. Do that all the time.
That's
my favorite San Francisco Giant.
He plays that Z position, so he's actually out where it's a little bit drier. But yeah, at this point, the Dolphins
Palicki
have
takes it,
everybody nice.
cuts to the edge. Palicki cuts it back in again. McHale got blocked, got up, stopped Palicki from picking up the touchdown. Another first down, 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the second half, or in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's like, we had some penetration there, but Palicki's just he's keeping his feet under.
Yeah. There's a timeout. Dolphins take a timeout with 1 minute and 8 seconds. So some different players in there right now, Barry. Number 56 is Ian Nichols for the Dolphins. 5'11", 240-pound seniors in the game at the nose tackle.
Just trying to get some bigger bodies in there. And that could be, so you still have Frank on the sidelines, right? Trying to... What's going on with him? So anyway, we'll give people a view of the sidelines here. So a bunch of
tents, a lot of wind. Good news, they fixed the Warriors huddle tent.
Okay.
Appears to be salvaged.
They all have the ponchos on, doing their best. Pretty much looks the same. The rain is pretty much the same. The wind is pretty much the same.
Hasn't changed since the beginning of the game. It's easy to see who the new players are tonight, though.
Yeah.
So number 3 for the Warriors, Luca Paredes coming out. He's a 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. He's number 3. He's got the clean jersey. He's in the backfield. So the ball, I think, is on the right hash because you can't see anything ananymore.
Yeah, hash is just
Palicki in the backfield with a relatively new running back. So he's going to bring it out to his right. He's a patient runner.
Nice.
But there's Sam Wyatt, and they're trying to strip the ball. But Sam Wyatt was there with the first hit. Great play by him. They're going to say a 1-yard gain, and there's a timeout by the Warriors with 53 seconds left on the clock. So that's the first timeout by the Warriors. First timeout by the Warriors. Quick reset, 50 seconds left in the half. The ball is at the excuse me. The ball is at the Dolphin 25. The wind and the rain are coming from the north. They're going to put 55 seconds back. They're going to put 55, maybe. These guys don't know what we're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly. They have no idea.
Do you want to try and tell them while we're here?
Yeah, I will. 55. 55.
So Barry, not 44. Barry, you're doing a good job. You got it down to 44.
55.
Or that might be 49. There we go. All Rockney Stadium wants for Christmas is some new light bulbs. I'm not sure that's 55, what that is, though, because
I'm going to say that.
We lost the 0, though. What happened to the 0? All right, so here we go. The ball's on the 25-yard line, 2nd and 8. 9 linemen on the field for the Warriors. I'm telling you, isn't that the guy on the right, isn't that 64? Or is that the guy in the backfield closest to us? There's no way he weighs 179 pounds.
No. Well, and that's...
Palicki waits for the snap.
Now they roll everybody off
to the left.
Left-hand side. Not to say
So,
that's the direction you're going to run.
Direct snap. Lots of Dolphins there to stop him. It's going to be a short of a first down. So the clock continues. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd down and the length of a football. They're going to call it a first down. So first down, 41 seconds left on the clock.
Back on the line.
So we're going to go with it's Palicki and at quarterback and Jalen White, number 4, is the running back because
those are all just educated guesses.
Right, the numbers are obliterated.
They could be running somebody entirely different now.
So Palicki takes it, rolls to his left. He's going to get outside again. Tries to cut it back.
Nice tackle.
We're going to go Joseph Clayton again. Great pursuit for Palicki. 29 seconds left. Ball's on the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Warriors. Quick to the line again. Palicki rolls out to his left again. He's going to get the edge. No signal. The clock continues to run.
Signal touchdown.
Touchdown. So that's Palicki's third touchdown of the half. Do you remember who got the first one, Barry? Or did he get it?
No, I think it was Jalen Smith.
So we'll give Palicki 3 touchdowns for the half. God bless.
I would look at my Willowbrook roster right now, but I'm
it's
too busy hanging on to the tent.
10.
14 seconds left.
30. Oh, let's give them a touchdown. They are. How do they already?
Yeah, I think
They already gave him the 2-point conversion. At least on the scoreboard here.
Ye of little faith.
I didn't do it. They.
Little faith.
Palicki waits for the ball, rolls out to his left again. Tommy Osorio sets the edge that time. Wow, Palicki moved inside, spun outside. Great move, so they did get it. So 38-0. Willowbrook leads with 14 seconds left.
That was a heck of a move.
I mean,
a heck of a move where no one else, like you said, it's like skating out there.
How many?
And this kid pulls a 360 move.
How many plays has the Dolphins run? 6, 9.
Well, we haven't had a first down.
2 punts and the interception, so like 8.
This is. I'm not saying this has been less than ideal.
So the Dolphins will come out, try and field this kick again. 14 seconds left. I think they're still. I'm not sure why they have so many guys still deep.
Yeah,
so they got
exactly.
five.
You know, yeah, they can kick it over our heads. We can get back to them.
You just have one guy, right? You're not gonna.
Anybody should be beyond the 20-yard line right now. I mean, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna just dump it in the middle of that, in the middle of the mosh pit at about the 30-yard line.
Another squib. That's where you just scoop it out of bounds, late hit.
Yeah, exactly.
So just an unnecessary hit on that by Willowbrook. I don't think anything malicious.
It's all the guys with the clean uniforms. They're trying to get some action.
Right. Julian Ramirez was on top of that ball. So the Dolphins are going to pick up 15. They're going to put the ball down at the 28. There's 8 seconds left. The problem is Willowbrook gets the ball to start the second half.
No, we deferred.
We deferred. That's right. We kicked off, so we get it. There you go. Let the comeback start. So the Dolphins are just going to take a knee here. Clock will run out to end of the second quarter. Wait, it's only 38-0, right?
Yes. Yes.
The scoreboard has it wrong.
Some angry Dolphin fans trying to get those 2 points back.
I'm not sure that's what I'd be angry about right now, but whatever. Yeah, the game really turned, Barry, on that very first play. No. The first kickoff after the first touchdown, where we thought it was close to going out of bounds, but the Warriors recovered it. Wow, this is going to be crazy. Trying to dry out. All right. It's halftime. What do you want? Do you want to do the intro again?
Well, the intro.
You want to start with the intro?
I'm not sure it's super,
it applies anymore.
At this point, but I mean, how many? We got 36 of our 38 viewers at home right now. You want to hear what we had to say, right?
Well, I mean, we can talk a little bit about Willowbrook just to give everybody. So Willowbrook came into the playoffs with a 6-3 record. Their 5th consecutive West Suburban Gold Conference championship. You mentioned it. They haven't lost a conference game in 2017 since 2016. They're undefeated since 2017. They're led by Coach Nick Hildreth in his 11th season, and they have made several deep runs into the 7A playoffs, including 2019 when they went to the semifinals. 17 and 18 were both round of 8 quarterfinal trips for them. As we've seen, they're going to try and establish the run early and often. It looks like they're missing a couple key players from what we saw on tape, so not sure if they're injured or what. But barring a miraculous Dolphin comeback, that sets up what should be an epic contest for them next week. They will head to Moline. I'm pretty sure they'll head to Moline.
Yeah, because they're the lower seed here.
Yeah,
Moline's
but I'm not
a
sure
5
if like there's a home if you get a home game at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, Moline is the AP number 8 7A team in the state, and I think the 4 seed, as you said, in this, but they're a threat to go all the way to DeKalb next week. So it should set up an interesting contest, and who knows what this Warriors team will do next week if the game's played on artificial turf and the wind's not blowing 20 miles an hour and the wind's not coming down sideways. So.
And they're an entirely different team, right? And so that was what our open was going to be. I mean, they are definitely a run-first team, a ground-and-pound team. You mentioned, they had a running back in the spring, Josh Brown, who put up amazing numbers. Now, he's not on the team now. We're not sure if it's an injury or something else, but he was the number 5 running back prospect in the state. They switched to having Jalen White out there, and he's putting up 100-yard games. AJ Palicki, as their quarterback, is a sophomore. I mean, we gave his size before, 6'3", 205, and we've seen him run a ton tonight. But
he's quick.
If you had a normal day of weather, you'll actually see a big arm on the kid as well. So they like to run it, but they also like to spread it out. Today, they're just putting 9 offensive linemen on the field and doing what they have to do on AstroTurf in normal weather conditions. A lot of times you'll see 4 wide receivers. They'll go empty. They'll throw wide receiver screens. They'll throw crossing routes. They love the deep ball as well. In the game film I watched, they had two different games that they started out with a double move right out of the gates and put a touchdown on the board. So Palicki's capable of throwing the ball. You talked before about their normal offensive line and how you've got some size and some speed there. So they're a good-looking team. And on the defensive side of the ball, what is kind of interesting, and again, you look at it, they will play with a 3-man front. And you'd think, well, you should be able to run against something like that. But they've got linebackers that fill their assignments, that are out there to kind of take away the outside edge of things. And they've been able to hold up all year. I mean, I was looking back at their scores, if I could kind of see it. I mean, they're whatever seed they are, where we
that's the flaw in the
exactly.
The flaw in the process,
so
right?
They're 6-3, so they started out the year, and I think I read a couple articles, and really surprising actually for the program, because they lost to Providence Catholic 10-0 to start the year. Then lost to Downers Grove North 27-14. So they get out of the gates at 0-2. But then they got in their conference, and in their conference,
right. And they allowed
they're dominant,
10 points a game in conference.
Exactly. So they beat Proviso East 40-14. They beat Downers South 34-7. They beat Layden 36-7. They beat Addison Trail 47-7. They beat Hinsdale South 37-7. Then they had a great game against York, and York is again.
York's a power. They're the 8th seed in 8A. So yeah, the only problem for York is though if they win today, they get Loyola next week.
Yeah,
so
they got a monster matchup. So they in that York game, they were up the entire game. Kind of gave up a fluky punt return late in it, where York kid was sort of. Trapped on the left-hand side of the field. He came all the way across to the right-hand side of the field, took it back for a touchdown. So that was a game, again, in looking at it, and what we'll never know the answer to this. they're a great team. It would have been nice to play them in a normal conditions.
Not in a monsoon.
It is what it is. But anyway, fun to see this team out here, I guess. I think. I'm not sure if I can say the word fun in this right now. It's interesting. It's notable. I won't forget this night.
I have reached a point in my life where usually I don't go to football games in this weather. I don't care what it is, but so real quick while we have time, shout out to both schools, the Warriors girls volleyball team and the Whitney Young girls volleyball team. Both won their regionals yesterday. Right. So congratulations to them. As they move on to sectional play. I think both games are on Monday, but congratulations to the volleyball program, the girls volleyball program at Willowbrook, and the girls volleyball program at Whitney Young for continuing success in their volleyball season. I know the Lady Dolphins play Mother McCauley, who's the number 1 seed in their section on Monday at Mother McCauley, I believe. So that'll be tough for them, but the Dolphins volleyball team is talented. I should know better. They have a young lady, I think, going to Ohio State to play volleyball.
Oh, really? Okay, and that's a great program.
I need to do better research.
It's really strong from a volleyball perspective. Quite a few Olympic volleyball players out of the Big Ten. I think definitely 1 or 2 off of the Indiana squad. I think another one off the Illinois squad. So yeah, great to hear.
So what we don't know, Barry, and we continue to speculate about is, once again, barring the comeback. And the problem is another Willowbrook score and we go to a running clock. I don't know if there's a running clock in the playoffs,
yeah.
But what we don't know is who we face next week.
Yep.
So I can tell you that Lane Tech beat Westinghouse last night in the I'm a little jumpy. I'm like waiting for tents to start flying around all over the place. Whitney Young. No, we're Whitney Young. Lane Tech beat Westinghouse last night in a second round public league playoff game. So that leaves the 6 teams that are in the state playoffs today and tomorrow.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what happens, who will play, when we'll play, but we'll kind of let everybody
exactly.
Everybody know what happens with that.
Yeah, so you have, so if I just wanted to roll through those, like the first week of the CPL playoffs last week, you had Phillips beating up on Peyton 50-6. Taft was a 49-7 winner over Good. As you mentioned, Westinghouse, they got by Perspectives in a good game, 26-20. Kenwood was a 51-6 winner over Carver, I think they played. Morgan Park 46-7 over Amundsen. Simeon 41-0 over
North Lawndale.
Lane was a 27-16 winner over Hubbard, and of course Whitney Young winning 10-6 over Brooks. So you have of those teams left, you have all with state playoff games. Taft is going against Palatine in 8A. Phillips in 4A facing off against Dixon.
That's tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, Simeon is going against Richards, which should be a great game. I think the Sun-Times listed that as one of their games of the week to watch in 6A. The other 6A game, Kenwood going against Centennial, I think.
Yeah, that's tomorrow too.
Yeah, and then Morgan Park against Peoria in 5A.
Yeah.
So then what you do is, we don't know exactly what you do, but if any of those teams win, they stay on the state side, they advance. And then with the CPL playoffs, you see who's left, and in theory, maybe you do some reseeding and then you play a game. Who knows? So regardless, we'll have a game somewhere next week against somebody.
Yeah, so I just got a text from a fan. So Peyton is losing to Rochelle tonight. So it does bear mentioning, and if you've seen the Sun-Times, 24 public league teams made the playoffs this year, which is a record. Now the challenge is, what do they do? What are they able to do when they go out and play some of these bigger teams? Like Sarah Good drew the unfortunate task of going out to LaGrange Park and playing Naz.
Yeah. Yeah, which
so and even when Naz is having an off year, they're still a really good football team. So lots of stuff going on. It's a great time of year. 256 teams last Saturday found out they made the state playoffs, found out who they were playing. Lots of cool watch parties if you run Twitter.
Yeah. Dolphins have a nice
and
watch
Instagram,
party
yeah.
like that. Actually, I think Willowbrook did theirs at their stadium because it's a nice night out.
And yeah, they were outside and
last week, not this week.
Not this.
I'm doing all I can. I'm trying to hang out of the tent and the camera at the same time here. It has gotten worse. I mean,
yeah, the wind is picking up and. So.
I think I may have to wipe off a lens right now. I think. Oh, because there's some. There's some condensation on it.
I was trying to do that, but I don't know what to wipe it off. I don't know what to wipe it off with. There's nothing dry.
Do you have a Kleenex or anything like that? So we have all the
like everybody's covered under our tent. Yeah.
Under our tent. Kumbaya here. Yeah, give me a mask.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That'll work.
That's perfect.
All right, we're trying to get some of the. Hey, they don't do this on NBC. I mean, it's still. Hold on, I'll tell you in 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, there we go. Hey, all right, we're back. Hey, that's one of the side benefits of having a global pandemic is that everybody has a mask, and if you need that to wipe off your camera lens.
So you were joking about 38, and thanks to everybody out there, there's 159 people right now listening to us.
Hey, all right.
So thanks to everybody who's out there right now. Hopefully we sent this to Coach at Willowbrook. Hopefully we have some Willowbrook fans that didn't make it down, but they have a great number of fans on the far side of the field. They probably have a couple hundred. Yeah. Sounds like there's some students over there too that are making some noise.
And we'll just try to have some fun here in the second half.
Yep, and we apologize again for the audio problems. There was a software update this morning and something didn't like something else, so we're just talking into the microphone on the computer, so.
And it's a hot mic, so any of these Whitney Young fans.
We had to send the parents away.
What?
we had to send all the parents far away, so.
So again, it is a hot mic, Kimberly Carter. So anything you say can and will be used against you.
Yeah, the FCC is going to be calling us really soon. So hey, even more credit to Willowbrook. They didn't even go in the locker room at halftime. They just kind of stood out in the rain and said, "You know what?
We're out here. I think maybe the rain washed off some of the mud on their uniforms. They look pretty clean.
So
maybe they brought along a second set.
I mean, the only good thing about this weather is that you really can't throw the ball. So the first half took like an hour.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. The clock rolls pretty fast. So I was trying to think of how you were gonna end that sentence. The only thing that's good about this,
clock ran.
Well, I don't know.
Clock ran really
fast. I already
fast.
talked about how I grew up on a farm, and this looked like a cow pasture. I mean, the rain is good for crops and things like that. Maybe not at this time of the year.
Right? Yeah. that winter wheat.
Exactly. Better than snow. I mean, think about this in a month and a half.
I got to be honest with you. I'll take the snow.
Well, on a night like this, we would be like we'd have like a Tom Brady kind of game. We'd have a Tom Brady Charles Woodson sort of game.
So, it wasn't this bad. It wasn't this windy. Patrick's sophomore year, homecoming against who did we play? We played Von Steuben, and it had rained all day. It was a Friday. And the field looked exactly like this. And there's just some cool pictures of the kids after the game. Just unrecognizable. The person I feel really bad for is for those of you who don't know it, Coach Finger and the other coaches do the laundry every Saturday and Sunday down in the basement of the locker room.
Yeah, I think you want to take a power washer maybe.
I'm not. I was thinking about if we won today, because it's a 3-hour trip to Moline to the Quad Cities next week, if we could figure out how to get a coach bus. And then I'm wondering if the coach bus guy would actually want us back on the bus after the game after playing football for 3 hours. So yeah, right now the Dolphins go look for the positive. They're going to get the ball. I mean, there's almost to the point right now, Barry, where there's standing water on the field. I mean, it's that bad. And from where we started the game, the black sea of mud has just expanded to the sidelines.
It started at sort of between the 30 and 40, and now it's just torn up across the entire field.
And because most of that second quarter was played in the south end of the field, that's really torn up right now. So there's no footing.
And it's not anywhere. It's not like you can do anything about this. Tony, I happen to be at the last, well, this is relevant to you a little bit because of your Baltimore history, but I was at the last Cleveland Browns, first version of the Cleveland Browns.
The original Browns?
That last game, Bengals versus the Browns, and they rotated where the teams were on the field. Now that's because the dog pound was throwing batteries
and everything at the Browns.
And everything that wasn't, but yeah, you couldn't even do that now. I mean,
right, there's no point.
Field is torn up.
Yeah.
And now we have everybody hanging on to our tent.
Yeah, the Will the Thrill, Chicago Bears tent is
it's going down.
Starting to.
Yeah, the original Thrill tent. Taking maybe just throw that in the dumpster on the way out.
I mean, it was and there's 5 tents on the other side too, right? Willowbrook brought 5 tents. Great idea in theory, but nobody's standing underneath them.
I wasn't sure even when we got the message of like, okay, well, what's going under there? I mean, because the players are not going to put it. Yeah, got like equipment. That's a good idea.
All right, here comes the kickoff, Guerrero.
Here comes the squib.
The squib.
Guerrero.
Wow. Let's get out of bounds.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Dude, he's got that kick down. That is impressive because that ball, even on the natural grass, that ball bounced over somebody's head.
One of our guys, yeah. All right, so now we want to call off numbers when we can actually see some of the guys that are in there to start with. Looks like.
How's Nefasimi's jersey still clean?
Yeah, Nefasimi, Ofadele in at offensive line, Brady Miller in on the offensive line.
So the ball's going to go straight into the mud pit on the 35.
I'll try to do my best to follow the action. Guessing that's Neil Rocky over on the other side of the line.
So McHale, Skotanis next to him. There you go. Fortunately, I think there was some illegal motion before the bad snap. So that penalty actually saved us about 20 yards.
Yeah, it's Nick Dale at center.
Job at center. Right. I'm not sure how you can snap the ball when the ball's just resting on mud. Right? How you control that snap with Pat in the shotgun. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. The ball's going to go back to the 30. 1st and 15 for the Dolphins. But yeah, it's the ball's just resting on mud. So Nick Dale has to figure out how he's going to snap it. It's probably like your golf ball. If there's a little bit of mud on it, it'll take it in different directions. So McHale.
Is that what happened? Is that the problem?
Another high snap. Actually, that's Anthony Hood.
Yep.
So that was a direct snap to Anthony Hood. Snap was a little high. He did a great job controlling it.
Which
he picked up a yard.
Maybe not a bad idea. I mean, it's similar to what Willowbrook is doing. I mean, just if Anthony Hood is a guy that can get his feet under him a little bit, and I don't know, do we see?
The problem is we don't have 9. We don't have 9.
Yeah, we don't have
9 offensive linemen who weigh 250 pounds. So Hood to get another bad snap. Yeah, so that's another direct snap to Anthony Hood. Just went over his head. To answer your question, I don't think so at the moment. I don't see. I don't see 24. So Anthony Hood's still out there. Here comes McHale back with the play. So the ball's all the way back to the 13-yard line. The ball, they have for a first down, they have to get to the 45. So McHale under center now. There's a Willowbrook timeout. Officials timeout.
Tent.
Now the Dolphins tent blew over.
Dolphins sideline tent blew over.
Thanks to the Willowbrook freshmen. I think those are the same guys we saw carrying in the water.
They're the water and grounds crew.
Coach was like, "You want to dress tonight? You gotta."
Yeah, that's right. You got whatever it takes, man. Maybe the Dolphins need to send down a couple guys to hang on to that as well.
It was pretty funny. Coach Hildreth sent over the roster this morning, and I was filling in what we already had from Max Preps. Like, every freshman is 5'9", 160. Like, they just got tired of measuring. Mikhail hands off. That looks like Skotanis. Yeah, he just tripped. Got the ball out to the 16.
Got a Willowbrook guy. Try to get his number.
Yeah. Not sure. I mean, not sure if he got stepped on. We can't see. But Skotanis probably had some room out to his left, but just lost. Clock continues to run. Unbelievable. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
So, quick reset. It is 4th down and a long, long way for the Dolphins. 9 minutes, 47 seconds on the clock.
At some point, they actually did reset the scoreboard to 30 0, which is the correct score.
It's the third quarter. I'll change that.
Yeah, no, I think even the professional announcers would have a hard time filling on this one.
Yeah.
Have to bust out some stories. I think we got Fernando Lozano coming on.
So, Skotanis, it looks like Skotanis is going to go out and snap again. Nope. On second thought, we're going to send Cepeda out. And where's the ball? There's the ball. Lozano waits for the snap. Stands on his 2-yard line. It's a better snap. Line drive kick. Good Dolphin roll. It's going to get out to the original line of scrimmage.
All right.
So, I think, Barry, that was Ben Barrett, number 53, 5'8", 179, and a freshman on the long snap.
Ben was the center on the JV team all year,
Yeah.
and actually I think earlier in the year when there were some challenges with the long snapping, there were discussions about Ben potentially coming up to the varsity.
So that was
now with the JV team and that season wrapped up, it gives an opportunity for Ben.
So your first varsity snap under these conditions, that was a good snap.
And I know that Ben's grandpa is a big fan of the live stream, so hopefully he got a chance to see that.
There's Palicki again, gets to the outside. Mikhail dives at his ankles, not going to get there. So that's going to be a 45-yard touchdown. Just no answer on the edge for the Dolphins tonight. Willowbrook consistently got out to where there's footing and shown their speed. It looks like he changed jerseys at halftime, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I said. I think that maybe they did have a second set of jerseys along for some of those guys because in general they all look kind of clean coming over. That would be a suburban school.
I mean, they do look. I mean, just standing at the sidelines, they all look pretty clean, except the linemen. Man, they still look dirty. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm not sure. Again, not sure if there's a running clock.
And even
in
if
the
there
playoffs,
was, I'm not quite sure we could figure it out here.
So they're actually going to kick the extra point this time. 9:19 left in the
Guerrero, good
in the
kick.
third quarter.
Snap,
bad snap. Guerrero's going to try and run it. He's going to score. He's going to get his 2 points. There's a flag. I'm not sure what that flag is. That's a late flag. Illegal procedure. But I don't see a signal from the from the referees. Did you see a signal?
Not to start with, so I don't know what the. I mean, it was an illegal procedure, which would kill.
So I'm not sure. I mean, the snap almost looked like it hit the center in the. So.
We won't ask for an explanation, but I
But
don't know. Some of this stuff.
But it looks like Guerrero scored because they're going to re-kick the. They're going to re-kick the point.
Chester Markle once ran in a blocked field goal to beat have the Packers beat the Bears back in like 1978. I think Guerrero is maybe a little bit more athletic than Chester Markle was. You probably don't know Chester Markle.
No, I know.
He was a Polish kicker that the Packers had.
I was still a Colts fan back then.
The call of the day.
Center.
Same thing happens.
You can hear the fire call. So that looked like number 11 was the holder. Couldn't handle the snap. I don't want to throw Vince Vasilio under the bus if it wasn't him, but
it might have been.
We're going to go with that. It looked like number 11. Yeah, that snap was a lot better. Just the holder couldn't hang on to it. Yeah, Barrett down here very practicing the long snaps. Yeah. And I mean, so here's the thing. We didn't really get a chance to talk about it much this season because we didn't need to. But you can just see the size difference between the Dolphins and the Warriors.
Yeah, and Coach Finger had actually said during the week, and I think just in trying to be realistic about things, maybe our top guys in the weight room wouldn't crack the top 25 of the Willowbrook team in the weight room. And you can see it on a night like tonight, and you can see it in what they're putting in the offensive line.
Because I mean, you take a player like Joseph Clayton, as great as he is, as fast as he is, he just can't go up against somebody that's 6'5", 260. I mean, it's just not. And you just don't see. We've seen some big kids this season in the public league, but nobody that's athletic and has a D1 offer from Dayton.
Right. I mean, and we talked a little bit about at the beginning of the game where this team is a lot like Taft, and I was hoping that they maybe wouldn't be as much like Taft.
Joseph Clayton fumbles the ball out of bounds. The ball's out to the 36-yard line.
But yeah, just a thorough domination on the openings. We lost video for a second.
Oh.
Or maybe up here, is it?
We did lose video for a second. Sorry, we'll fix it. Hold on, everybody. We'll be right back.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we're back. Now we're down again. All right.
Don't touch anything. Oh. Our equipment's just wet. All right, McHale drops a snap, picks it up, slides. Oh, now he's going to get outside. That's going to be our best play of the night. There we go. Get a first down. Escapes. He gets all the way down to the 35-yard line. What's going on?
So McHale.
Sorry, guys.
But he was able to corral it and then head off to his left. He had some good downfield blocks. I'm back on now. Now I'm off again.
We good? Well, I got a picture.
It's kind of coming in and out.
Sorry, guys.
McHale in the shotgun. He takes off up the middle. Pickup of about 4 yards. Tackled by the middle of the Willowbrook line.
Not sure why we're struggling with our picture here, guys. Sorry. All right, we have a picture. All right, we're back. I don't know why it's flashing on and off.
Move the camera now. So McHale in the shotgun, Sotanis to his left. Waving Dale in motion to his left as well. McHale picking his way up the middle. Little to no gain. He's going to bring up third down. Third and about 6 yards from the Willowbrook 30-yard line.
Sorry, everybody home. I just don't know what's going on, and we're just
kind of coming in.
think we're finally succumbing to the weather.
Calling here, so third and 6, definitely 4-down territory. 44 to nothing here with 6:11 left in the third quarter.
All right, so we have a picture. You might just have to talk a little bit louder because I'm not going to touch the.
Yep, all right.
Yeah, keeps it.
With a keeper.
Another first down.
Tail still on his feet.
So now we're down in an area where there hasn't been a lot of game tonight, so there's some footing.
There's literally only been 2 plays now on that side, I think. So first down and 10 from the 17-yard line, from the Willowbrook 17-yard line. McHale in the shotgun, Sotanis to his right. 3 wide receiver set.
Hands off to Sotanis.
Do you want to do this in rounds? Like I'll just say it's
well,
say the next and we'll see what happens from there.
Just trying to figure out what's. I just don't want you to get electrocuted.
It's low voltage right now.
So the thing is now we're not even touching anything, and it's. We'll have to see we'll see what works tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Whitney Young can provide us a whole new set of gear.
I'm sure.
Oh, the ball goes off McHale's head. It's still loose. I think that
Willowbrook got it. I don't know what's disconnected.
Yes. Got some new guys out there on defense. Looks like Fernando Lozano checking in. Backfield, I think. Actually, Willowbrook is spreading things out here a little bit. They've got Trips to the left,
New quarterback.
or at least a New Jersey.
That's a new quarterback.
Okay, yeah. Well, it should be at this point in the game.
So there's 4 minutes left in the quarter. We seem to have gotten some consistency, maybe. Guys, we apologize, but we are standing in the rain.
Run up the middle. Looks like we ran into maybe Tommy Visario over on the right-hand side of the Dolphin defensive line. Got Lozano playing right defensive end, Visario on the nose tackle. We've got Neil Rocky over on the right-hand edge. Clayton, Dale, Wyatt at linebacker. Dale, ball to the Dolphins. Then bounced off the quarterback, popped up. I think it might have been Alex Dale who came up with that. So the Dolphins going to take over with 2:35 left in the third quarter, trailing 44 to nothing. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. Hopefully when a good play happens, it'll be on video.
What's going on?
We're being censored here by the Chinese government. snap to McHale. McHale to his left. Some positive yardage. Picking his way. Picked up about 6 or 7 on the play. Willowbrook sending in a whole new squadron.
It's 11 in, 11 out.
Yep. So, second down. I'm trying to pick up where we are. I think we might have. It says first down. I think that's a little bit off. I think it's second and short. That's what my guess is. Oh.
They got the ball.
They have the ball. that would be the problem.
Do we fumble?
Yeah, we must have fumbled somewhere in all of that. Tackling the backfield.
Guys, I am super sorry at home. I think the weather's just finally getting to the gear.
Yeah. So we got Willowbrook back on the field, 55 seconds left in the third quarter. They've got a second down. That stop was made in the backfield. Handoff and swallowed up by the right-hand side of the Whitney Young Dolphins defensive line. Again, Tommy Pisario in on the tackle. I'm just making some educated guesses right now. I think we also had McHale coming up from the safety position. So third down and long, 3rd and 9 from the
end of the quarter.
End of the quarter. So 6-0 quarter.
Nice meeting you.
Just
not bad.
Just try to look for
Take
the
bright side.
Right? That's what I'm here for comic relief.
I hope I didn't
not good for much else.
Hope I didn't have anything important in my backpack because it's all still trying to make sure it'll be a success if this tent doesn't blow away.
Yeah. So Dolphins swimming their way down to the other side of the field right now. I don't know. I can't tell if the visual is.
Yeah, we're good at the moment. I don't.
See if I can clean off that lens again. So Tony, what are you doing the rest of the weekend? You gonna go golfing tomorrow?
Trying out the equipment. Yeah, what's your Halloween costume?
Oh, actually, it's a good I think I'm going as, and this is, so guys like you and I can relate to this. I think I'm going as the remember the John 316 guy?
Oh yeah. Showed up at all the games.
Yeah, exactly. So I got a crazy wig. You just need a crazy wig and a white T-shirt and some duct tape,
right? Quarterback keeps it.
There we go.
All right, 4th down. Maybe we can punch it in and get a score.
I'm not sure if they're back in a punt formation. We're on live mic right now.
Okay, well,
it's probably just because of it. Thanks.
So McHale feels the punt. Yeah, guys, we're sorry. We're just trying to get through this 4th quarter with a picture here for everybody at home. We appreciate everybody working with us.
I'm not sure if they said they couldn't hear me or they didn't want to hear me. It could have been that.
I want to hear a little bit louder.
They want to hear you.
So
well, I don't need any comments from my wife.
Right. So McHale fielded the punt, brought it back down to the 28. The ball's on the left hash, the 28-yard line. 10 minutes and 46 seconds. The clock is running. So Mikhail with Skotanis next to him. Still got 3 receivers. That's just a pipe dream.
Yeah. I think they're going to throw it here, though.
Mikhail rolls out to his right, gets a hole, slides. That hit wasn't as big as it looked like. Mikhail was, you could see where it took up. It's like a 5-yard skid mark where he tried to stop.
Hey, do you have that mask again that I could get?
Never gave it back to me.
Oh, okay, perfect. Sure.
Tissue berry? I have a tissue, right?
Trying to clean off the camera for everybody so you don't have to
I have a tissue. Hold on.
look through the raindrops.
There.
Thank you.
Got it?
Skotanis to Mikhail's left. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Mikhail keeps it, evades 1 tackle, gets out to his left, fumbles the ball again. I don't think he can throw it. I mean, he's got to have so much mud on his hands.
Yeah. I think that what the Dolphins are doing, and I mean Willowbrook at least is honoring it. I mean they're trying to spread it out and see if they can do anything there. So where Willowbrook can just load up all those offensive linemen and put them out there and drive with it, what the Dolphins are trying to do to counteract, you just work with what you got, right? So here we're just going to spread it out and see if we can win with some one-on-one blocks and get past to the outside on some of those runs.
So 9-10 left in the 4th quarter. Willowbrook takes over again. Ball's on the 23-yard line. I think most of the players out here right now for Willowbrook are the softs and some of the juniors that don't get to play too much. Snap to the quarterback, just no footing out there. He stumbled as he got the ball. 8:43 and counting. So the Dolphins might get the ball back one more time, Barry, with a chance to score. Even Coach Fingers losing his footing out there as he calls the defense.
Yeah, this is a tough one for a coach. I mean, we're talking about tough to fill our time. Coach has got a lot to discuss with his kids. Or maybe you just
there's still going to be practice tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe you
just get ready for next week.
Yeah, exactly. You still have plenty to play for this year. You just sort of forget that.
Some more clean white jerseys, slow snap, handoff. Yeah, lots of clean jerseys for the Warriors.
Body slam there by Tommy Cesario.
We got 3rd down and about 11 from the 22. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. None of the Willowbrook fans look like they've left. The Dolphins. He was getting the ball. I think number 5 was getting the ball.
He was all fired
the
up.
Dolphin faithful remained all bundled up here. It's been an interesting night, Barry.
Yeah. Started off wet, continued wet. Tony, man, great job. Literally before we got on air, Tony was calling the help desk at that production truck. Is that where you?
Production truck.
So I didn't know what was going to go on. We had tried rebooting a couple different times, but Tony saved the day as usual.
Don't update your software on a Friday morning. Lessons I've learned. Oh, there's a bad snap. We need a safety.
Dolphins.
We're going to call the Willowbrook down at the 3-yard line. So they're going to punt from their end zone. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left.
All right, well, a little bit of footing there. Get into the punt block here.
That back of that end zone right there is the only place where there is footing.
Yeah, that's about it.
So Mikhail standing at his 20. I'm not sure
their punter's name.
I'm not sure that's him though. Good snap, good kick.
Yeah, you got it away. I was gonna say, I mean,
Hits it at 25. Barry, looks like one of your sand wedges just put the divot there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just check it up right next to
The ball's at the
away from the hole.
The ball's in the 25.
Or you're saying one of my sandwiches that landed in the
mud.
rough.
Yeah, it landed in the mud. 5:30 left in the game. Clock is running. Dolphins have the ball, first and 10 from their own 25. 40-30 from their own 29. Sorry. McHale hopefully with some clean hands. Drops back. Shot puts the ball to Anthony Hood.
Yeah.
Hood's going to pick up about 8 yards. But you can see that ball's got to be so wet. His hands have to be wet.
Oh, it probably weighs.
The ball has to be swollen, yeah.
20 pounds. Coach Fleming is just determined to get a pass complete.
Right, one for the night. Is that the only one? They didn't complete a pass.
Yeah,
Willowbrook didn't complete a pass, did they?
Yeah, I think they only attempted one, right? And actually, on that play, they had, it took a while to actually rotate somebody over. We had 2 and 1 on this side. Not that Pat was going to be able to get it out on this side of it. Some will get the snap, gets away from
Yeah, I mean, he's just having a hard time holding on to the ball right now.
Yeah, I mean, by the time it comes back to him,
There's mud on it.
mud.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. I mean, the Dolphins would like to get on the scoreboard, but
They'd also like to get on the bus.
that's true.
Hey, man.
Thanks, Kimberly Carter.
It's a very new stand-up show on HBO later this season. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget your waitresses and bartenders. Be back at 11 for our second set.
All right, here we go. 3rd down.
Kalen took Venice in the backfield, 4 receivers. Kale's going to try and get it outside. Runs into a white jersey.
Huge white jersey guy.
Runs into a brand new,
Yeah, that guy's all fired up.
Hey,
What's number 34? I don't know. That won't be. I'm going to try to look at my roster, but that sort of went out the window about an hour and a half ago.
Uh-oh, Kale's hurt. Not sure. Sorry for the hush silence.
Yeah, trainer out there cleaning up.
Didn't look anything, nothing unusual on the hit, but he was slow to get up. Got up, took a step, took a ginger step to gingerly. Can you take a ginger step? Yeah, and then he's up. So that's Anthony Hood.
Yeah,
That's not
Hood.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, they had.
Sorry. The direct snap to Anthony Hood. Covered in mud with no numbers on it. They all look the same, but yeah. So my bad. That was Anthony Hood who took the direct snap. They're kind of built the same,
Yeah. Athletic guy.
So here come the Dolphins. 4th down. 3:08 left on the clock.
Harrison Gasai in at that wide receiver slot.
So who's that? That's Wyatt and Cook Pass, isn't it? Is that?
Yeah. And he's open.
Oh no! Oh, that pass.
Yeah.
That was the
that
trick
they
play.
Put in. That was Wyatt in the backfield. Sorry, nobody at home saw that because I was too busy watching.
Yeah, so Wyatt shot put it to McHale.
McHale in the end zone where he was open.
And it just went right through his arm. So 2:31 left on the clock. Clock's running, so Willowbrook will just have to snap this 3 times and the game will be over. So we're going to assume that Willowbrook is going to face Moline next week. in the round of 16 in the 7A state championship.
Yeah, the 7A is,
It's a
state
monster,
champions are
dude.
great, but it is a huge, it's just, there have been a lot of articles written about how, it's the second round game is Batavia against potentially, or I guess I should know all my stuff, but just the opportunity, the powerhouses that are loaded up in 7A and just the way it works out.
They're all on the top of the bracket.
Exactly. Good games all the way through.
So the quick clock stopping timeout for Willowbrook. 1:49 left on the clock.
Willowbrook with their, like we said, some of their underclassmen running their split formation versus their 9 offensive linemen on the field at the same time. Handoff up the middle. I think Sam Wyatt taking care of business on that one.
Somebody just got dirty for the first time. Who's 10? I have my roster.
Andrew Lake.
He's out there got 30. Finger takes a timeout. 1:27. So the Dolphins take a timeout. 1:27 left in the game.
Willowbrook fans that we couldn't really see the end of that play. Something late. There wasn't a flag on it. So.
It's been a good game. I don't know what's something short now.
Well, and you're right. We've taken out a lot of water tonight.
We have. We'll get it when we're done.
Now we know what the guys on the Edmund Fitzgerald felt like.
Wow. What are you trying to say? Well, not sure if you've ever listened to the end of that song, but it's not really good.
Well, but they did what they had to do, man.
Until the very end.
We don't have a cook. We don't have craft service.
Right.
So, at least on the Edmund Fitzgerald, man.
They ate right there. Water everywhere. Ryan Daly getting in, number 81. 5'6", 138 pounds.
Julian Ramirez out there.
Like you said, Andrew Latham. Jacob Moraes.
They should be in victory formation.
So Coach Finger just wanted to did.
Yeah.
So he'll snap it one more time. Coach Finger just wanted to do a little more laundry tomorrow. Get a couple more uniforms dirty.
I think that over on the sideline here, we've got McHale recounting his drop. Bennett Newman in the yellow jersey.
So the line is, now you know why you play DB, and now wide receiver. I mean, that ball went through his arms and his legs. It was pretty impressive.
And the throw, Wyatt threw a knuckleball out there.
I think he had
threw
that
a knuckleball from his shoulder.
So Coach Finger took a timeout. Not sure why.
We'll have to ask him about that, or not.
I mean, did these kids...
Well, ready? It looked good. Here, I'm
The Dolphins are lining up. So he takes it, how much can you take off before you get on the bus?
So we'll have to remind everybody, if they can still hear us, that we will let you know about city playoffs.
Here we go. Well, I think I can still read this even though it's soaking wet. Just while we're here, as always, we want to thank the great folks at Whitney Young High School, head coach Dan Finger, principal Dr. Joyce D. Kenner, and athletic director Chris Cassidy. From Willowbrook, Coach Nick Hildreth, athletic director Brandon Murphy, and principal Dr. Daniel Krause. Barry, thanks to you for hanging out with me today in the rain. So the Dolphins are headed back to the Public League playoffs. We don't know when, we don't know where, but as soon as we do, we'll let everybody know. Willowbrook moves to 7-3 on the season and secures a round of 16 contest with Moline in the state playoffs. Whitney Young loses for the third time, falls to 7-3, and we'll wait to see who our opponent is in week 11.
And I think this game, just like the laundry, just wash it clean, man. You know, this is something where, you certainly would have liked to have
a different experience.
But it is what it is, and you move on and you play an extremely meaningful game next week, and against what will be a high quality opponent.
Are they going to try and score? Are the Dolphins, they're going to let him score? Well, Brooks going to let him score? Or not? Okay. I don't know what that was, but nice gesture by Willowbrook. Didn't happen.
Maybe apropos.
Yeah. So, congratulations to the Warriors for their win tonight. They're headed off. Well, we assume they're headed off to the Quad Cities to face Moline next week. The Dolphins will go back to the public league and continue their quest for a public league championship. And hopefully if we're a home team next week, Coach, you get these uniforms clean by next week. So thank you to everybody that stood with us tonight. Any last thoughts?
That's a tough one. Let's meet you all here
next
week,
Friday,
wherever
we're going.
We still have football going on. It's November to play that late in the year.
Good.
7-3 right now. Whitney Young Dolphins. That's our final thought, and we'll see you all back
everybody next week. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.